The reason why I'm crying because I'm not that person no more. And I miss him. Because sometimes I feel like because I don't want that person to come out.
Jake Paul just crossed a line with some incredibly harsh words about Mike Tyson's daughter. While trash talk is common in fights, dragging family into it shows a serious lack of respect. Mike Tyson adored his daughter, and Jake went straight for the heart, leaving Tyson with every reason to make him regret those words. This is beyond the usual fight banter. It's personal now. Jake Paul has been obsessed with fighting Tyson for a while, like a relentless fanboy who can't take a hint. He's been calling out Tyson everywhere: social media, interviews, press conferences. Basically anytime there's a camera, Jake's there talking smack. His persistence left people wondering if he was serious or just desperate for attention. One memorable moment in this saga was when Jake, in his usual brash manner, declared, "I really want to see, bro. Let's see all the legends, the myths. You're Iron Mike Tyson, but I've got an iron chin." His over-the-top bravado only added fuel to his pursuit, making it clear that he was determined to fight Tyson, no matter what. Oh, Jake, you sweet summer child. He wasn't just looking for a fight, he was trying to stamp his name in boxing history by taking on one of the greatest.
I really want to see, bro. Let's see all the legends, the myths, because you're Iron Mike Tyson, but I have an iron chin.
High is one thing, but this was next-level delusion. Jake's obsession wasn't just about attention, though he's good at that. There was a strategic angle to his madness. Known for calculated moves, what better way to boost his status than by stepping into the ring with a legend like Tyson? The massive age gap didn't faze Jake. Instead, it fueled him. In his mind, beating Tyson would silence his critics and prove he was more than just a YouTuber who picked up boxing gloves for fun. He saw this as his golden ticket to cement his name in boxing lore, because clearly everyone was just dying to see that. At first, Tyson's reactions were a mix of amusement and dismissal. For a long time, he brushed off Jake's challenges, probably seeing them as just another of Paul's publicity stunts. After all, Tyson had fought real heavyweights in his prime, and here was this kid with social media fame, but barely any boxing cred. Tyson's responses were often a bemused chuckle or a shake of the head, as if to say, "Is this guy serious?" Jake, bless his tenacious little heart, didn't know what he was asking for. But he kept at it, poking the bear and saying things like, "I literally can't wait to look across the ring and give him a try-death stare." Because of course nothing says I'm a serious contender like imagining a death stare contest with Iron Mike. Jake was banking on his trash talk to get under Tyson's skin, engaging in psychological warfare, hoping to push Tyson into accepting the challenge. But what Jake said about Tyson's daughter, that was a whole new level of low. I'll spill those details later, but for now, let's move ahead with the story. The anticipation reached a fever pitch when Mike Tyson finally agreed to step into the ring with Jake Paul. This monumental decision came on April 20th, 2024, after months of relentless taunting from Jake. The boxing world collectively held its breath. Tyson's reasoning was simple yet profound. In an interview shortly after the announcement, he explained, "I don't care, okay? I saw that. Everybody's got to deal with it." For Tyson, this wasn't just about silencing Jake Paul. It was about proving that even at 57, he could still deliver a knockout performance. But Tyson's agreement came with a warning. He wasn't just stepping into the ring to fight, he was there to defend his legacy. Good luck with that, Jake.
I don't care. Okay, sorry. I don't care.
The announcement sent shockwaves through the boxing community, and reactions were mixed. Veteran fighters like Oscar de la Hoya expressed concern, questioning if Tyson should fight someone 30 years his junior. "It's not about age," de la Hoya said. "It's about respecting Tyson's legacy and whether this fight does it justice." Meanwhile, others like George Foreman were thrilled. Foreman tweeted, "Mike's got this. Age is just a number when you're a legend, seriously. Can you imagine being so legendary that people rally behind you at any age?" The buzz didn't stop there. The promotional events leading up to the fight were electric. The press conference on May 1st, 2024 was a spectacle. Tyson, with his steely resolve, and Paul, with his unyielding bravado, faced off for the first time. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Jake, being his usual dramatic self, made an entrance with all the flair of a Hollywood blockbuster, while Tyson stayed cool and composed, exuding an aura of deadly seriousness. It was like watching a peacock trying to impress a lion. Spoiler alert, the lion wasn't impressed. As part of the build-up, Tyson shared training footage that left fans in awe. His speed and power were reminiscent of his prime, and it was clear he wasn't just fighting, he was ready for battle. It was clear Tyson wasn't taking this fight lightly. Meanwhile, Paul continued his social media blitz, taunting Tyson at every opportunity and fanning the flames of their rivalry. He posted clips of his own training sessions, confidently claiming that his iron chin would withstand anything Tyson threw at him. Jake's confidence was almost admirable if it wasn't so laughably misplaced. The official fight announcement on June 1, 2024 was a media circus. Held at Madison Square Garden, it drew massive crowds and was broadcast live across multiple platforms. The hype was real, and the stakes were higher than ever. Tyson's calm, composed demeanor sharply contrasted with Paul's animated antics, but both were laser-focused on the fight ahead. This wasn't just another boxing match, it was a clash of generations, a test of whether youth and audacity could topple experience and legacy. Fans, experts, and pundits couldn't stop talking about it. Now we all know Mike is a legend, but like everyone, he has his vulnerabilities. There are some lines you just don't cross, and one of those is Mike Tyson's connection to his late daughter, Exodus, a heart-wrenching chapter in his life. Exodus, Tyson's 4-year-old daughter, tragically died on May 26, 2009, in a devastating accident that left everyone in shock. She was found by her older brother, Miguel, hanging from a treadmill cord in their Phoenix home. It was a freak accident that left her on life support before she ultimately passed away. Tyson, who was in Las Vegas at the time, rushed to the hospital, but the damage was irreversible. Imagine being one of the fiercest men on the planet and then receiving this kind of news. Tyson has struggled with the loss, both publicly and privately. In a gut-wrenching interview, Tyson recalled, "That's just my first toy, but when I went to the hospital, the people that were there, they were there because their kid was dead or about to die. So what the hell?" That raw moment revealed just how deeply the pain cut Tyson. The man who could make opponents crumble with a single punch was brought to his knees by this tragedy. It's a side of Tyson that people rarely see, the vulnerability.
It's just my first thought. But when I went to the hospital, the people that were there, they're up there because their kids are dead too. Mm-hmm. Or about to die. Mm-hmm. So, who the hell am I? Their kids are dying too.
Behind the iron facade. The loss of his daughter didn't just affect him emotionally, it turned his world upside down. Tyson admitted to contemplating suicide and turning to substance abuse to numb the pain. "I did some cocaine for a week. I had to get high. I couldn't handle it at all," he confessed. The grief forced Tyson to confront his vulnerabilities, reshaping his entire perspective on life. His career took a back seat as he wrestled with overwhelming sorrow. This was a time when Tyson had to grow up and face his demons, fighting the toughest battle of his life. So when Jake Paul decided to poke the bear by bringing up Exodus, it wasn't just insensitive, it was cruel. Jake had crossed a line, but in a moment of shocking cruelty, Jake Paul taunted Tyson by saying he would bury Tyson close to his daughter's grave. This wasn't just trash talk, it was a low blow aimed straight at Tyson's heart. Tyson's love for his daughter and the pain of losing her is a wound that never fully heals. Even years later, Tyson broke down in tears during an interview, saying a father's feeling never changes. Jake's insensitive remark turned this fight into more than just a boxing match. It became a highly anticipated showdown driven by raw emotion and a quest for vengeance. Tyson, determined to make Paul pay for his words, was preparing with the fury of a grieving father, knowing this fight could be unlike anything the sport had ever seen.
That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss them. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch. Because I don't want that person to come out, because if he comes out.
The world was watching, fully aware that this was no ordinary bout. After those words, Jake Paul might be about to take his last breath in the ring.